My dears, Granny has missed you so much. And Ginger the cat has too. Now tell me, are your teeth brushed? Your pajamas on? Now listen closely. Open your ears and your imagination, because Granny is about to begin tonight's bedtime tale just for you.
The Fisherman and the Sultan's Dinar. For the 10th time, Farhat the fisherman pulled his net from the sea and found nothing. He had walked along the shore from one place to another. He had gone deep into the water until it reached his shoulders, but his net stayed empty. Farhat sighed and said, "I wanted this to be my last try, but I will try once more. If I catch nothing, I will look for another job." He threw the net again. This time it felt very heavy. Farhat smiled and pulled with all his strength. But when the net came out, he did not find fish. He found a monkey. The monkey had one swollen eye and a wounded leg. Farhat stared in shock. "A monkey? In my net? What are you doing in the sea?" Farhat was tired, angry, and disappointed. He tied the monkey to a palm tree and picked up a palm stick. "I will teach you a lesson," he shouted. Before he could hit him, the monkey spoke. "Do not beat me. I am not an ordinary monkey. I belong to Najib, the money changer. I used to give him 5 gold dinars every morning and 5 every evening, but he betrayed me and insulted all monkeys, so I escaped to my cave under the sea." Farhat did not believe him. The monkey said, "Throw your net again. You will catch a strange fish. Its scales shine like gold, its head is red like ruby, and its fins are blue like the sky. Take it to Najib. Do not sell it unless he agrees to give me my freedom. If he does, I will stay with you and give you 5 dinars every morning and 5 every evening." Farhat left the monkey tied and threw his net again. When he pulled it out, he found the strange fish exactly as the monkey had described. Farhat carried it quickly to Najib's shop. The moment the money changer saw the fish, he became nervous and whispered, "Did anyone else see this fish?" Farhat answered, "The eyes of the basket do not see, and the ears of the net do not hear." Najib gave him 1 gold dinar. Farhat almost accepted it, but then remembered the monkey. He said, "Do you think I am mad enough to sell this fish for 1 dinar?" Najib gave him 3 dinars, then 5. Farhat held the coins in his hand. He had never seen so much money before, but again he remembered the monkey, so he threw the coins back and said, "Take your money and give me back my fish." The money changer shouted, "Are you crazy? 5 dinars for 1 fish is more than enough." Farhat said, "I will sell it only if you gather the people of the market and announce that you give me your monkey in exchange for this fish." Najib understood that the monkey had told Farhat the secret. He pretended to laugh and said, "My monkey is lost. If you find him, he is yours." But when Farhat asked for witnesses, Najib became angry. He ordered his workers to tie Farhat and beat him until he fainted. When Farhat woke up, he returned to the shore, bruised and angry. The monkey was still tied to the palm tree. Farhat shouted, "You promised me dinars, but I got beaten instead." The monkey laughed and said, "You are too quick to anger. I promised to help you earn, not to give you money without work. Throw your net now." Farhat threw the net into the sea. When he pulled it back, it was full of fish. He untied the monkey, feeling ashamed. The monkey said, "Remember this. If you work, you will earn. Throw your net every morning and every evening. If you ever face trouble, wrap the net around your body and say, 'Master of the sea and land,' and I will appear." Then the monkey jumped into the sea and disappeared. From that day, Farhat worked 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening. Each time his net came back full of fish, and he sold them for 5 dinars. After 2 weeks, he had 100 gold dinars. But instead of feeling happy, Farhat became afraid. "If the Sultan's men know I have money, they will take it. If I deny it, they will beat me." At night, he dug a deep hole and hid 90 dinars at the bottom. Then he hid 10 dinars closer to the surface. "If they find the 10, he said, "they will not search for the 90. The next morning, he tied his money under his clothes and went fishing. His net got stuck in seaweed, so he removed his clothes and jumped into the water. When he came back, the rope around his waist had broken. His money was gone. Farhat searched the water like a madman but found nothing. Then, from the shock, he forgot where he had hidden his clothes. So he wrapped the fishing net around his body and walked along the shore, crying. Suddenly he remembered the monkey. He shouted, "Master of the sea and land!" The sea opened, and the monkey appeared. Farhat began to complain, but the monkey said, "I promised you fish, not to guard your money. What you earn is your responsibility." Then he disappeared. At that same time, the Sultan had gone out near the harbor in disguise, dressed like a merchant. He was with his minister. The minister saw Farhat wrapped in a net and said, "My lord, shall I call that strange man? Maybe he has a funny story." The Sultan came closer. Farhat shouted, "Can you not see I am wearing my work tools?" The Sultan laughed. "You carry a net, but you are using it as clothes." Farhat became suspicious. "Now I understand. You stole my clothes. Give me back my robe, turban, and belt." The Sultan tried to calm him and gave him his own beautiful robe decorated with gold and silver. Farhat put it on, but it was too long. So he took a dagger and cut the bottom of the robe. Then it became too short. The Sultan watched sadly as his expensive robe was ruined. Farhat looked at him and said, "Your cheeks are round, your mouth is small, and your nose looks perfect for playing the flute. Are you a flute player?" The Sultan played along and said, "Yes." Farhat said, "Poor man, come with me and learn fishing. You will earn more." He threw his net and pulled out many fish. "Go bring 2 baskets," Farhat told the Sultan. "We will sell the fish and divide the money." The Sultan finally escaped and returned to the palace, laughing. He ordered his men to buy every fish from Farhat for 1 dinar. Farhat waited for his apprentice to return with baskets, dreaming that he would become chief of the fishermen. Then soldiers arrived. "We came from the Sultan. We will buy your fish, 1 dinar for each fish." Farhat became terrified. He thought the Sultan had discovered his money. "I will not sell until my partner returns," he shouted. The soldiers took the fish by force, but they left the dinars beside them. Farhat ran away in fear. Later, when he returned and saw the gold, he was amazed. Then Sandal, the head of the guards, arrived. "I want the rest of the fish," Sandal said. "1 dinar for each fish." Farhat said, "Pay first." Sandal searched for his money bag but could not find it. "Come to the palace tomorrow and ask for Sandal. I will pay you there." Farhat refused. Sandal grabbed him and threatened him, so Farhat gave him the fish. That evening, the Sultan returned to the palace and found everyone crying. "What happened?" he asked. "Is it my wife? One of my children?" They told him that Amira, his favorite singer, had died after choking on a grape. The truth was different. The Sultana was jealous because the Sultan spent too much time with Amira. She gave the singer a sleeping drug, placed her unconscious body inside a locked chest, and ordered a servant to sell the chest at the harbor. The buyer was not allowed to open it until his ship had sailed for 1 full day. The next morning, Farhat went to the palace to ask Sandal for his money. The guard stopped him, but then Sandal passed by on his horse. Farhat grabbed the reins and shouted, "Give me my money!" The minister heard the noise and laughed at Farhat's story. He ordered the guards to keep Farhat safe until the Sultan could see him, hoping the fisherman would make the sad Sultan laugh. When Farhat entered the hall, he saw the Sultan on the throne. But he did not know he was the Sultan. He ran to him and cried, "Where were you, flute player? You left me alone with the fish and never brought the baskets." The Sultan laughed for the first time since hearing about Amira. To amuse himself, the Sultan gave Farhat a bag of folded papers. "Choose one," he said. "You may win money or you may receive punishment." Farhat chose a paper. The Sultan read it and said, "You are lucky. You escaped losing your head. You will receive only 100 lashes." Farhat thought it was a joke and asked to choose again. The second paper said he would receive 1 dinar. The Sultan gave him 1 dinar, then ordered the guards to give him the 100 lashes. Farhat suffered quietly. After the beating, he saw Sandal and grabbed him. "You caused all this. Pay me." Sandal, afraid of the Sultan's interest in Farhat, gave him a bag of 100 dinars. On his way home, Farhat met a servant trying to lift a heavy chest onto a donkey. Farhat helped him. The servant said he was taking the chest to the harbor to sell it. It belonged to the Sultana, but the buyer must not open it until after sailing for 1 day. Merchants began bidding. The price reached 100 dinars. The servant was in a hurry, so he told Farhat, "Give me 101 dinars and sell it yourself. Anything extra is yours." Farhat gave him the 100 dinars from Sandal and the 1 dinar from the Sultan. Then he remembered that he had to throw his evening net, or the monkey's help would stop. So he carried the chest home, left it behind the door, went fishing, sold the fish, and returned very tired. That night Farhat heard a weak voice. "Save me. Open the chest. I am Amira, the Sultan's singer." Farhat broke the lock. When he saw the beautiful young woman inside, he was so shocked that he fainted. When he woke up, Amira was beside him. He gave her food and told her his story. She said, "The man you called the flute player is the Sultan himself. Take this letter to him tomorrow. Tell him I am alive and safe in your house." The next day, Farhat bought fine clothes and went to the palace. This time, everyone treated him with respect. He gave the letter to the Sultan. The Sultan read it and cried, "Is she truly alive?" Farhat said, She is safe in my house." The Sultan rushed to bring Amira back. His joy was endless. He rewarded Farhat with 50,000 dinars, beautiful clothes, a palace with gardens, and the title, Chief of the Fishermen. The next morning, Farhat went to the sea and called, "Master of the sea and land." The monkey appeared. Farhat said, "I no longer need the 10 dinars a day. Give them to someone poorer than me." The monkey smiled and said, "You are a good man, Farhat. Contentment is greater than wealth." The Sultan forgave the Sultana, but he stopped neglecting his duties. He gave everyone their proper place and returned to ruling wisely. Later, the Sultana noticed that Amira often spoke kindly about Farhat. The Sultan noticed that Farhat also admired Amira. So Farhat married Amira. And on the gate of his palace, Farhat placed a sign that said, "If you take 1 dinar from those in power, do not be too happy. They may give you 100 lashes in return."
Nighty-nighty, sweethearts.
Sleep, my baby, my little light. Close your eyes, the stars are bright. Mama loves you, Daddy too. All our hearts belong to you. You are good and you are enough. You are gentle, brave, and tough. You are smart, you shine so bright. You make the whole world feel right. Sleep, my baby, we dream so deep. Angels guard you while you sleep. You are loved more than you know. Every day we watch you grow. You are the best, our sweetest star.